Did you know that 50 million of people in the US have chronic pain right now? That's basically more than 20% of people have chronic pain on a daily basis. That's 1 out of 5 people. But let me tell you something. There is no straightforward solution, there is no straightforward answer now for chronic pain. Chronic pain is like a puzzle, and you're gonna learn why now by the end of this video, so just try to bear with me, alright? So, if you're someone you care about is dealing with chronic pain, I want you to know that there is a way out, okay? And it all starts with understanding. So, this video is for you, you're on the right place, and please share this video with someone who might need it, okay? When I worked at a physiotherapy clinic back in Greece, that was a couple of years ago, I saw a lot of people with chronic pain, either in their lower back or neck, but most of them, they assumed that their pain was because of an injury, which yes, sometimes it is, but that's not always the case with chronic pain. So, what is it? Only when you understand why, the exact cause of your pain, you will be able to address it, right? So, get ready because you are going to discover things about chronic pain that you never knew existed. But before we dive into the details, guys, and you want to get more videos like this, please hit the subscribe button and the bell icon as well, so you'll never miss any update, alright? I will really appreciate that, okay? Off we go. Alright, let's dive into the basics, guys, of what chronic pain is, and I promise you I'm not going to use any fancy jargon, okay? Now, chronic pain is a little bit different from the everyday aches and pains that you are used to. When we talk about chronic pain, we are talking about a persistent discomfort that doesn't just come and go. It stays there for at least 3 months, maybe years. Now, acute pain is the pain that you know well, is the body's way of saying, hey, something is not right. It kicks in when you hurt yourself or when you are feeling sick, let's say. And of course, as you heal, the pain normally goes away. Chronic pain, on the other hand, is like the pain that just won't go away. Most pains are temporary and they disappear as you heal, but chronic pain stays there for a long period of time. And of course, sometimes they might be closely connected with other medical conditions that you may have, and it doesn't just affect your body, I mean physically. It can mess with your thoughts and your emotions as well. So it's like having a long-lasting persistent pain that's more than just physical. And you see, it's not always as easy as saying, oh, it's an injury, right? Chronic pain can be closely linked to a whole bunch of underlying conditions. It's like peeling an onion. Layer by layer, you get closer to the core of the problem. So stick around because you're gonna learn exactly what's going on with chronic pain. Okay, so what can set off your chronic pain? Have you ever thought about that? Well, first one, and as you already know, are injuries. You know, when you took a nasty fall or maybe hurt your back at some point a few years ago. Yeah, sometimes those injuries can become the spark to set off your chronic pain. It's like the pain who moves in and never leaves, if you know what I mean. Next one now, we have medical conditions. Think stuff like arthritis, fibromyalgia, or even scoliosis. If you have been diagnosed with these conditions, guys, just to let you know, I have created other videos based on this topic, so make sure to check out these videos after this one, alright? Because sometimes chronic pain can team up with these conditions and make your life even more challenging, even more, let's say the pain, make it even more unbearable. But it's not just about the physical stuff, okay? Nerve disorders like neuropathy or multiple sclerosis now can actually cause chronic pain. And in most cases, unfortunately, it's not one to shake off easily, if you know what I mean. And last but not least, we have the mental aspect, like stress, anxiety, depression. These emotional heavyweights now can actually turn up the volume of your pain. That's because your body, when you are stressed, increases a hormone called cortisol. And cortisol now can actually increase your pain levels even more. It's like those unwanted companions that just won't let you catch a break. But here's a common question, guys. I know what you want to ask. It's great, isn't it? How do we know if the pain stems from physical or psychological factor? Well, if we say that the majority of chronic pain cases are not directly linked to an injury, alright, it's important to understand that it doesn't mean that the pain now is all in your head. Sometimes yes, in most cases yes it is, it's very real and very closely connected to your body's condition. However, tissue damage does not always equals pain. I'm gonna say this again. Tissue damage does not always equals pain. That's because pain now depends on perception. Tissue damage does not always cause pain, and pain can be felt in the absence of tissue damage. For example, studies using imaging techniques like MRI have found that a substantial now number of individuals have herniated discs, but without any symptoms of pain. Now, I'm not saying that you have a herniated disc or something, okay? Just my point in this particular case is that we do have tissue damage like herniated disc, but without pain. Keep this in mind. Chronic pain is not just about injuries. Now let's say you have a chronic pain for a couple of years now, it's there on a daily basis, even when you're going out for a walk, let's say, okay? And you don't know how to stop it or how to manage it. Here now a few things you can do right now. First one is exercise. I cannot stress this enough. This one is a game changer. Getting up and moving is a key to tackling chronic pain. It's gonna strengthen your body, improve your quality of sleep, and then wards off those loneliness and blues that you may feel. Do you remember when I talk about depression and anxiety? Yes, that's the one. But keep this in mind, don't overdo it. Just simply pick an activity that makes you feel good and have fun, like a leisurely walk with your best friend, or maybe your partner. Maybe a bit of swimming, I don't know, a relaxing yoga. It can be pretty much anything, maybe gardening, alright? Just a few ideas. Do things that you really enjoy, because only then your body is gonna release the endorphin hormone. Endorphins are like your body's natural painkillers, alright? And the secret sauce, of course, is consistency. Make it part of your daily life, make it part of your daily routine, and I promise you, you will feel better later on, even when the pain now flares up, okay? I know a lot of people who give up on the first challenge, on the first setback, okay? But you won't. You're gonna stay there, and I promise you, you will feel better. Next one is stay on your job. I know you wish I never tell you that, but keeping your job is important. Believe it or not, research now has shown that job can act as a distraction from your pain and might not aggravate your symptoms. It depends on what kind of job do you do. But if certain aspects of your job now are painful, talk to your boss, talk to your manager about possible adjustments. And if you think that you have been out of the game for a while, plan your routine gradually, okay? Starting slow and gradually build yourself up, if you know what I mean. Next one is stretching. Think of this as your secret weapon, okay? It's like a tool that's gonna help you move better, okay? Reduce pain and make activities of daily living now far more easier. There are two types of stretches that are particularly beneficial. First one now is static stretching. This one involves stretching a muscle to its fullest point and keeping that position for a prolonged period of time, around 10 to 30 seconds. This type of stretch can enhance flexibility, improve muscle stiffness, and improve your body's mobility in general. Adding static stretches into your routine now can be very beneficial if you're dealing with chronic pain, because it's gonna alleviate that tension and improve your posture as well. Next one now is dynamic stretching. This one now involves controlled repetitive movements that gradually increase the range of motion, blood flow, and body temperature as well. Dynamic stretching is a fantastic way for a warm-up before you exercise, because it's gonna prepare your muscles and joints for that particular activity. It can also play a crucial role in managing chronic pain by promoting circulation, reduce muscle stiffness, and improving, let's say, your body's responsiveness to movement. Last one is pain management. I know sometimes we need a little bit extra support, yeah, and that's fine. Over-the-counter painkillers now can be your allies if used wisely. Paracetamol is one of them, or anti-inflammatory drugs can also join the party now if your stomach gives you the green light. But of course, I'm not your doctor, I'm not your pharmacist. You might be taking other medications right now, and that's fine, okay? The first step is always to consult your healthcare professional before adding a new medication course, okay? But my point here is, don't wait until the pain becomes unbearable. Take this as directed. Remember, managing chronic pain is not one-size-fits-all solution, okay? What works for one person may not work for another. So it's all about trial and error. But stay determined, stay positive, and keep experimenting until you find what clicks for you. Alright, that's pretty much everything, guys. Now try a few of the approaches I mentioned before, and in the comments below, share your experience with chronic pain. And let me know if there is any other topic that you would like me to create in future videos, alright? Our community is here to support you, I'm here to support you, and your input is very valuable for me, alright? I will really appreciate that, okay? Until next time, take care, guys.